Welcome to our midweek mashup this time. Since we last talked to you, the men's soccer team lost to number 22 Westmont College by a final of 4-0. The men also lost last week against Bethesda University 3-0. The women's match was eventually canceled due to the fact that Bethesda was unable to field a full women's team. So they've been out of action since August 26. Both teams will be back in action tomorrow night, Thursday, versus San Diego Christian College. The women will kick things off at 6 p.m., followed by the men at 8 p.m. The volleyball team is in the midst of 5 straight road matches as they look to end a 6-match losing streak. Most recently, the team lost to the University of St. Catherine in 5 sets, and last night was defeated by California Baptist University in straight sets. The volleyball team will open CalPAC play this coming weekend when they travel to Arizona, first to face number 17, Embry-Riddle University, who are the defending CalPAC champions. They'll finish the Arizona trip off on Saturday night when they head down to Mesa to face Benedictine University. But today we're joined by cross-country coach Sid Dube, who served as assistant coach for 2 years and was most recently named the interim head coach of the program, this starting the 3rd season of the men's and women's cross-country program. So, Coach Dube, welcome and thank you for your time today. I'd like to start by asking you how the transition has been since you were thrust into the head coaching position.
I think the transition it's been a good transition, especially with the help from administration, athletic director, other coaches, and as well as the previous coach. It's a good thing to be trusted with the program like this, and obviously the help I've been receiving as well has helped the transition be a whole lot smoother than I would have anticipated myself.
With the we're going to focus on the women's side for right now. With the loss of Jennifer Gonzalez, who's one of the top runners last year for the program, what can we look forward to this year as far as the women's side?
Jennifer is definitely going to be a big loss to us because of the performance she had last year, the time she set, and just her overall performance. But I believe we have a couple freshmen that are going to step in, especially one freshman coming in from Texas, Ariana Marquez, who seems right now has the potential to maybe match what Jen has by the time she's done here. So I'm looking forward to that improvement, that coaching, and we'll see what that comes of it.
Great. We'll look forward to seeing that progress and watching the team develop. The men's team has struggled over the last couple of years to field either a complete team at times or have a team score in some meets. What differences can we see on the men's side versus the previous 2 years?
So far on the men's side, this year we have more runners than we've had in the previous years. And it looks by the time we compete for our first meet, we could potentially have a full men's side, but we will for sure have a full men's squad by the time this season ends. And so that's a huge improvement for us as a program as a whole, considering we haven't been able to field a full men's team prior to this season. So that's a good sign, good positive sign as well.
Great, definitely good news. Some more good news relating to cross country. Happened recently in the last year or two. The NAIA made the decision and passed legislation to move the national championship meet from what was on a Saturday to now a Monday to accommodate their membership, and it was a good move and the most positive move for Seventh-day Adventist University, making it possible for any student athlete that comes to La Sierra University to be able to either qualify as an individual or as a team. Give me your thoughts on that.
Personally, I'm very happy to know that the switch and the change was made. Last year, Jennifer Gonzalez did qualify for nationals, but unfortunately she was not able to go based on the race being on a Saturday. And us being able to work with what we do with our talents and being also accommodate those with our religious beliefs, I believe is a positive and a great way for us to step forward, and it's going to allow us to show more Adventist kids out there and show that we don't need, we can do this just as well as anybody else can. So I think that's good, and hopefully we can get more athletes to qualify this year and we start off on the right foot to show our appreciation for them changing it for, institutions such as ours. So that's good.
Now, for those of you that don't know Coach Dube, he is an alumnus of La Sierra University. I'd first like you to tell us a little bit about your time here as a student and a student athlete.
So I played here for 4 years for soccer. Prior to playing here, I played at La Sierra Academy. And after I finished playing 4 years of soccer here, I helped out with the coaching on the men's side for about a year. And then I helped with the women recruiting their first year. And then ever since, I've been with cross country for the previous 3 years. And so my time here has been an awesome time. I've really enjoyed it. From the coaches that coach me in soccer, they've helped me to stay here. And so that's helped me in the long run, I believe.
Now, having competed in soccer, had the university sponsored cross country, do you see yourself having maybe even competed in both sports?
Honestly, I was really disappointed to find out cross country was introduced after I'd finished running, because as well as I did in soccer, cross country is more my natural sport, and I would have loved to have seen what I could have done here at La Sierra with that cross country, including soccer as well. So things happen for a reason. God has a reason, has a reason things happen the way they do, and so it's good that I'm coaching now. So I'm happy about that.
Well, we're glad you're able to kind of channel those that energy, and you runners are a different breed. I can't say that I understand it, but I respect it. I'm going to ask you a few questions, to help everybody out there that doesn't know you as well to get to know you a little bit. But tell us a little bit about where you were born and where you grew up.
I was originally born in Zimbabwe, that's southern part of Africa, but most of my growing up has been done here, mostly around the La Sierra area. I came here at a young age, about 12 years old, and most of it I went to La Sierra Academy and now La Sierra University. So this has become home, far away, very far away from home, but this has become very dear place to me, and so, yeah.
Good. Well, we're happy to have you. Who's your favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete, I would say I have two. One soccer player and one distance runner. Soccer player would be Thierry Henry, French soccer player. I just like his work ethic. I'm very big on work ethic, and I liked what he did and how the effort he was brought in. And as far as running is concerned, Mo Farah would be my favorite athlete. Because even at his age, he's showing that age is not something that can stop you. I think, like you mentioned before, runners are a different mindset, and he's showing and he's slowly trying to prove that age is also part of that mindset that can help you push stronger and further. For him to still be winning races at 30 plus is, something that even me as a coach can aim for, and something that can help my athletes push forward to as well.
Well, this is a man who knows his sports. He gave you a soccer player and a runner. I've heard of the soccer player. I can't say I've heard of the runner, but nevertheless, it sounds like a very respected athlete nonetheless. What's your favorite restaurant?
Despite my build, I am very much of a foodie, so I like experimenting with different areas to eat. I don't think I can say I have one specific one that I would say I enjoy the most. I just enjoy food a lot, and I like trying out new places, new food eating areas. So if I had to pick something very specific, probably something from back home, but I'm not that picky.
What's a food back home from Zimbabwe that is very, I guess, common or that you like to eat?
In Zimbabwe, it's known as sadza or chwala. In other countries further up north, Ghana or Nigeria, is better known as fufu. It's kind of like cornmeal you eat it with usually with greens, or you can eat it with meat. It's a combination. Mostly use your hands to eat it, so it's a good dish. Maybe I'll bring it one time for you, Coach.
Sounds good. I'll look forward to that. Coach Dube, good luck on your season. Thank you very much for your time, and we wish you and your program the best. The cross-country team will get their season started this coming weekend up at the Pioneers Invitational, which is hosted by Pacific Union College. It'll be the first of 5 meets for the cross-country team, who will also compete in the CalPAC Championship meet to end the season on October 29. Join us next week as we will recap men's and women's soccer matches, the women's volleyball team as they open conference play, and the cross-country team as they get their season started. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.